Hello everyone, this is Karen.
Hey everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at a lesson called Why Veggies Can Be Hard to Stomach. And the vocabulary words are research. Recent research shows that listening to music may benefit a child's development.
Register.
The
accident occurred so suddenly that Ed couldn't register what was happening.
Flavor. Jose made a delicious rice dish that was bursting with complex flavors.
Appealing.
Many
felt that the success of the children's book was due to its appealing cover.
Tend. This cafe tends to get busy in the afternoon. So we're talking about veggies?
Do you love vegetables?
Yes, I love vegetables. I love all different kind of food.
Let me ask you this question.
Okay, I will answer.
When you were a kid, did you like vegetables?
Yeah.
Really?
I was never a picky eater.
Wow.
Even now, I still eat everything and anything.
When I was a kid, I did not like vegetables.
Really?
But now I really like them because I know they're good for me.
So you like them because they're good for you or because they are tasty?
It's hard to say. You know, like some foods, when you're a kid, you don't like them because of the bitterness.
Okay.
But as you get older, you learn to enjoy bitterness.
Okay.
You know?
Are you one of those like super tasters?
I don't think so because I like bitterness, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I am. Like my dad, I think he's a super taster.
Okay.
Because he hates vegetables. He just doesn't eat them.
So what's a super taster? Just to get a clear idea of what it is.
We have taste receptors basically in our mouth. Now, if you have one special taste receptor,
I know. It's TAS2R38. I got it.
Wow, very good. So if you have that one, you really can taste bitter more than other people can taste bitter flavor.
So you're less likely to eat a different kind of vegetables, which then would lead to maybe some problems, like health problems.
Yeah, so a lot of vegetables are a little bit bitter. So if you're sensitive to it, you'll think, yeah.
That's right.
But luckily, we eat a lot of vegetables. You should eat a lot of vegetables.
It's good for your body.
Okay.
Enjoy today's lesson and don't forget your vegetables.
Enjoy.
Why veggies can be hard to stomach. We've all heard that we must eat vegetables to stay healthy. The rainbow of produce available from a garden provides many of the nutrients that our bodies need to grow, repair, protect, and clean themselves. Then why do some people run for the hills every time they see a piece of broccoli? Recent research into our sense of taste may help cast some light on this.
Today's lesson is called Why Veggies Can Be Hard to Stomach. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. Okay, veggies, vegetables. We all know vegetables, right? Good for you, green, put them in a salad, have them and stay healthy. That's what we're told. But for some people, they can be hard to stomach. Something that's hard to stomach is basically something that's hard to eat. Probably because it's kind of disgusting or gross, or when you eat it, your body just is not happy. For some people, it might be because it's weird, you know, for certain foreigners coming here and having a stinky tofu, the smell of it kind of turns them off and like, oh, I don't want to eat that. But for other people, it could be something much simpler. Maybe people don't like tomatoes because they're all juicy and gooey, you know, so it might not necessarily be the flavor of it or how you feel after you eat it. Often it's how it looks, how it feels as you eat it in your mouth. But basically, if it's hard to stomach, it's something that you see it on a menu or on a plate on the table and you're like, yeah, no thanks, I don't like that so much. So for some people, vegetables will fall into that group.
They're not for me. I don't want to eat them. I can't handle them for some reason. Anyways, we've all heard that we must eat vegetables to stay healthy. Eat your vegetables, clean your plate, eat that broccoli, eat those peas. Now,
I've heard that before.
I've heard it multiple times, and now that I'm a father, I find myself saying it. Oh, yeah, we've all heard it, and some of us have said it as well. Yeah, the rainbow of produce available from a garden provides many of the nutrients that our bodies need to grow, repair, protect, and clean themselves. So yes, you have to eat your vegetables, and yes, whatever you grow in a garden there, as long as you can eat it. Yeah, this produce, okay? Eat it. It's going to contain a lot of good stuff. Eat it. But if that's the case, if all of this stuff is so good for us, why do some people not want to eat the vegetables?
Or as it asks in the article, then why do some people run for the hills every time they see a piece of broccoli?
Yeah, eat it. It's good for you.
The phrase run for the hills just means run away or refuse, you know, as if you're so frightened you're going to try to run over a hill to get away from the danger. But really, we're just saying, why do some people refuse or hate to eat vegetables? Well, there could actually be a reason for that apart from just, ew, I don't like it. Recent research into our sense of taste may help cast some light on this, may give us more information or more knowledge about it.
Oh, so people have studied this. Yeah. They've examined this topic and now they know more about it. Yeah, that's what research, by the way, is all about. Okay, if you do research into some topic, you investigate that topic, you examine that topic, you study it, and you learn more about it. And usually you also publish what you found. That would be called research. Okay, so for example, recent research shows that listening to music may benefit a child's development. People have studied this, and this is what they found. This is the research. By the way, this word research is a noun here, but it can also be used as a verb. If you do research, you are researching that thing. All right, everyone, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be back soon.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的课文标题是 Why veggies can be hard to stomach。那其中这个 veggie 就表示 vegetable， 也就是蔬菜。Stomach 在这边是当动词来表达忍受、容忍。好 ，Mike 老师一开始提到说，我们不敢吃某些食物啊，可能是因为它很难吃啊，很恶心，或是味道很怪，或是黏糊糊的，让人无法忍受。好，那老师用到几个形容词可以学起来。第一个 gross，G-R-O-S-S。Gross 是形容令人恶心的、令人厌恶的。那么 weird，W-E-I-R-D，weird 表示奇怪的、怪异的。还有用到 gooey，G-O-O-E-Y，gooey 是形容软而黏的、黏糊糊的。好，同学们会讨厌吃蔬菜吗？那你知道不爱吃蔬菜可能跟基因有关吗？我们就赶快来看看这到底是怎么回事。课文提到说，菜园里面那些五颜六色的农产品可以为我们的身体提供许多营养素，但为什么有些看到青花菜或是其他蔬菜就会逃之夭夭呢？好，那最近有针对人类的味觉研究，也许可以帮忙厘清这件事情。好，先来看单字 research。Research 它是名词，表示研究调查。那么 broccoli 它表示青花菜、绿花椰菜。那文中用到 rainbow of something， 它是用来指各式各样的或是五颜六色的某事物。还有 cast light on something， 则表示阐明厘清某事物，使人清楚地了解某事物。计划课文中。
Why veggies can be hard to stomach. The human mouth has more than 25 taste receptors, which register flavors in our food within the 5 basic tastes: sweetness, saltiness, sourness, bitterness, and umami. The taste receptor called TAS2R38 influences how we sense the bitter flavor. Genetic differences in TAS2R38 make a quarter of the population super tasters, which is not as appealing as it might sound. These people are particularly sensitive to bitterness in ordinary foods like spinach and cabbage, and tend to eat far less vegetables as a result. This in turn may lead to heart or weight problems and other kinds of diseases.
Okay, let's talk some more about veggies and also taste. Get this, the human mouth has more than 25 taste receptors which register flavors in our food within the 5 basic tastes: sweetness, saltiness, sourness, bitterness, and don't forget the umami.
Yum, yum, umami. Okay, so in our mouth, we have our tongue, we have the sides of our mouths, the roof of our mouths. Also, our noses do a lot to register flavor. If you don't understand that, hold your nose and eat a food, and then let your nose breathe, and you'll find that flavor much stronger. Now, all of these sensors, all of these things in our mouths will pick up the flavor, but it takes our brain and the nerves between them to make our brain go, ooh, that's sweet. Ooh, that's salty. Ooh, that's spicy, and things like that. So that is what our brain and our nerves are doing. They're picking up this information and then they're registering it. They're detecting it. They're finding it. They're seeing it. They're being stimulated by it. All right. So we use different things in our body, of course, but also machines. You might use machines to register things. A thermometer, was designed to register the temperature. It will pick up the air temperature and turn that into a number that we can then read. For example, the accident occurred so suddenly that Ed couldn't register what was happening. It happened so fast that his brain was confused at first. He couldn't, whoa, what's going on? And it took him a few seconds to kind of catch up to what his eyes were seeing.
There you go. Now next, let's talk about taste. Okay? The flavor of something is how that thing tastes. That's all there is to it, by the way. The word flavor is a noun. For example, you could say, Jose made a delicious rice dish that was bursting with complex flavors. Yeah, it tasted like rice, but other things besides. Anyways, let's talk about taste, and now taste receptors themselves. Yeah, the taste receptor called TAS2R38, remember that one, guys, that's going to be important, influences how we sense the bitter flavor. Yeah, TAS2R38. Yeah. That's a receptor.
All right, now we all have that receptor in our mouths, and it will also, for everyone, allow them to tell if something is bitter, like the taste of kugwa or coffee or something like that. It's that bitter kind of taste. But genetic differences in TAS2R38 make a quarter of the population super tasters, which is not as appealing as it might sound. Okay, our genes, our DNA, it's all different in people. That's why we have different shapes and sizes and hair color and all that kind of stuff. But also, it makes our ability to taste different from person to person. Now, a quarter, or 25% of all the people out there, would be classified as super tasters, at least for bitter flavor.
Sure.
Now, you might think being super is great. You want to be super tall or super strong or Superman or Supergirl, but not necessarily when it comes to taste. It's not as appealing as it might sound. We'll find out why in a second, but this word appealing, this adjective, basically means attractive. It's not as good as it sounds. You might think that something appealing is something that everyone would want, right? The idea of being really tall or beautiful or handsome or something, yeah, lots of people would like to be like that, and that might be a good thing, but not always. But something generally that is appealing, is attractive, people want it. For example, many felt that the success of the children's book was due to its appealing cover. It wasn't so much the story, it was the cover of the book was beautiful and nice, and it made you want to pick it up, open it up, and then buy it.
Anyways, these people, these super tasters, are particularly sensitive to bitterness in ordinary foods like spinach and cabbage, and tend to eat far less vegetables as a result.
So the super tasters would find it super bitter.
They would find it super bitter, they're super sensitive, and this is why sometimes these super tasters don't want to eat vegetables like spinach and cabbage. Anyways, here we've got the verb tend. Okay, if you tend to do something, you often do that thing, okay? Most likely, you'll do that thing given some situation. So here, these super tasters, they tend to eat far less fruit, i.e., this is what they normally do. For example, this cafe tends to get busy in the afternoon. If you go there in the afternoon, expect to see a lot of people there because this place tends to be busy at this time.
So if things like cabbage and spinach taste bad to you, if they're too bitter, why would you eat them? You're going to avoid foods that taste bad, right? Well, you will, but that could not be a good thing. This, in turn, it says, may lead to heart or weight problems and other kinds of diseases, because even though they might taste bad for some people, cabbage and spinach are very healthy, and if you don't eat them, if you avoid them too much, you could suffer because of that. Interesting point. Well, let's take a break, and then we'll be back with more about flavors.
好，人类的口腔有超过25种味觉接收器，可以让我们感受到食物的5种基本味道，包含甜 （sweetness）、酸 （sourness）、苦 （bitterness）、咸 （saltiness）。还有鲜味 umami。好，那其中一种味觉接收器叫做 TAS2R38，好特别。好，它会影响到我们如何感受苦味。那因为这个 TAS2R38的这个基因差异，而让1/4的人口成为了超级品尝者。听到超级好像很厉害，对不对？可是苦味的超级品尝者听起来一点都不吸引人。好，文中的 receptor 它是指接收器或者是受体。我们说 taste receptor 就是指味觉的接收器。还有 genetic 它是形容基因的。那这边还用到3个单字 register 它在课文里面当动词来表达意识到什么、感觉什么，它也有显示的意思。还有 flavor 表示味道、风味或是口味。那么 appealing 它是形容有吸引力的或是迷人的。课文接着有解释说那些超级品尝者对于菠菜高丽菜等等这些普通食物里面的苦味特别敏感，于是呢，他们的蔬菜摄取量往往会很少，进而会导致一些健康问题。好，那么单字 tend 这个动词它就表示往往会或是倾向于什么，我们常常用 tend to 加原形动词来表达往往或是经常做某事。还有文中用到片语 in turn， 它是指进而怎么样，转而怎么样。接回到课文中。
Why veggies can be hard to stomach. Scientists are currently trying to come up with less bitter varieties of garden favorites. For now, super tasters can try different cooking methods and spices to make those all-important vegetables easier to swallow.
Okay, scientists, we learn next, are currently trying to come up with less bitter varieties of garden favorites. I'm sure these super tasters, they like the sounds of this. Yeah, less bitter vegetables, maybe I can get my fill of greens now. Yeah.
Okay, all right, so that would be good news for them. But for now, super tasters can try different cooking methods and spices to make those all-important vegetables easier to swallow.
And to stomach.
And to stomach too. So while we wait for them to come up with less bitter versions or varieties of these healthy vegetables, if they can't do that now, the super tasters now can add things to them. Maybe put a little sugar in there or something sweet, some garlic and some other herbs and spices that make the bitter flavor not so bad. All right, so there you go. A good idea to do because these healthy foods are still important. Now, what do you guys think? Here's our question. Do you think you might be a super taster? Why or why not? Maybe not for bitter, maybe for other things like salty or sweet.
I'm pretty sure I am a super taster.
Really?
For a few reasons. First, I can't handle spinach. I've never been able to eat spinach. It just seems way too bitter for me. And the same thing goes for broccoli. Yes, if I see a piece of broccoli, I run for the hills, I flee. But I especially dislike spinach. I've never, ever liked it. In fact, just thinking of it makes me cringe.
Oh my gosh, so you're waiting for this less bitter spinach to be available in the market.
I don't want to talk about spinach anymore.
He's obviously deeply upset about this whole spinach
I'm a super taster.
question. All right, there you go, guys. So what do you think? Or do you think you might be a super taster? What kind of flavor do you find a little too strong for your own personal taste? Have a chat about that, and we'll be back with more great articles very soon. Until then, bon appetit.
Bye-bye. And bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
That too.
Yeah, eat well.
好，现在科学家正在努力端出比较不苦的蔬菜品种。如果呢，你本身是超级品尝者，也许未来就不用怕吃蔬菜喽。那现阶段呢，也许你可以先用不同的烹饪方法，或是加一点香料，来让那些非常重要的蔬菜稍微好吃一点、好吞一点。好，文中用到 all important， 就是用来形容非常重要的。那 Jeff 老师最后说啊，他也是个超级品尝者，他只要一想到菠菜就不舒服。好，老师刚刚用到一个动词叫 cringe，C-R-I-N-G-E。cringe 它可以用来表达说你因为厌恶啊、困窘或是恐惧而退缩，像有人听到那种手指刮黑板的声音，就觉得很不舒服，身体就忍不住缩一下，那个动作就叫 cringe。好了，那么以上这讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍文法重点有4个，第一个是 run for the hills， 第二个是 every time 主词加动词，那么第3个是 a quarter of 或是 one quarter of 什么什么，第4个是 as 形容词加上 as 加主词加动词。好，那我们先来学 run for the hills。run for the hills 表示逃之夭夭。那么 hills 在这边呢，固定用复数。那同学们可以联想一下，跑到山上去，你就想说平地很危险，要往山上跑，然后就把它想成逃之夭夭的意思。举例来说 ，Amy was freaked out by her boyfriend's marriage proposal and ran for the hills。Amy 被男友的求婚吓坏而逃之夭夭。嫁给我吧！吓到然后跑走。如果你碰到求婚，这样应该会哭惨的吧？好，那我接着来学习 every time 主词加动词。every time 主词加动词呢，是指每当什么什么时候。那么 every time 你也可以把它换成 each time 或者是 whenever。举例来说 ，every time I close my eyes。I think of you。每当我闭上眼的时候，我就会想起你。把这句学起来，有没有鸡皮疙瘩掉满地？好，接着来学习 a quarter of 或是 one quarter of。好，名词 quarter 它表示1/4，我们可以用 a quarter of 或是 one quarter of 什么什么来表达1/4的什么什么。举例来说 ，Wayne spends a quarter of his monthly income。on rent， Wayne 的月收入有1/4是花在租金上面。好，那最后来学习 as 形容词 as 加主词加动词。这个句型呢，它是原级比较的用法，表示跟什么什么一样怎么样。像是 The cake tastes as delicious as it looks， 这个蛋糕吃起来就跟它看起来一样美味。好，那么以上今天重点整理，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
3、
我可以扣吗？好，谢谢。
OK， 哎，你知道现在开拍了吗？
啊，真的假的？你很真好，谢谢。不好意思，嗨，
欢迎来到 English in Action。I'm Polly。
可以，扣真的很可以。Everybody。
You want some water？ 你可以呀。
I'm okay. Woo！
Anyway， 今天主题是
你人真好。
哎呀，谢谢哦。
不客气。
哦，主题是人真好。
对。
Okay. Well, anyways, let's go into the dialogue.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
我们人真好。是不是 ？OK。
直接进入对话。I'm so hungry.
Here, have an apple.
You're the best.
What's wrong?
我收回那一句话 ，You're not the best.
Why not?
因为你给我假的苹果，
But
谁会给人家吃假的
you can still eat it. It's still. Let me see.
No, not really.
Not really. It looks real though, right?
Anyway,
Sorry.
you're
You're the best.
the best.
No, you're the best.
But you're not the best.
But I'm the worst.
You're the best. Yeah. So best 其实就是最好、最棒的意思。
对，你应该知道吧？You're the best. Okay. Or you could say you're amazing.
哦、amazing 其实就是比 best 还要更好听，对不对？就是你真超棒的，你真的真棒透了。
好，那如果你不需要那么活泼，就是要很 like sincere 的话
OK， 比较真诚的。
Oh, you're so nice.
哦，你真的很好哎。
You're so sweet.
啊，你真的就是很甜。
You're so kind.
哦，你人真的非常的好，很慷慨。
所以 you're so 就可以加 nice,
Yes.
sweet, kind.
对，就是后面加任何就是正面的
对
形容词。
没错，或者是如果你要非常非常的礼貌，That's very nice of you.
啊 ，OK， 所以就是 that's very 形容词 of 谁这样。
对，感觉真的很真实。That's very kind of you.
感觉要敲小拇指讲。
所以如果真的是跟一个长辈或者是老师，That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
对，所以它其实意思就是跟上面 you're so nice and sweet and kind 一样，
Yeah.
就是比较正式。
You're amazing. You know what?
Yeah.
You are
我
amazing.
们很熟了，我们不用那么客气。
That's right. So, since you're so amazing, we are willing to help you anytime you need it.
Yes，有任何问题
靠我们就对了。You're the best.
You're the best.
You're amazing.
You're amazing.
You're so nice. You're so sweet. You're so kind.
You're so nice. You're so sweet. You're so kind.
That's very nice of you. That's very sweet of you. That's very kind of you.
That's very nice of you. That's very sweet of you. That's very kind of you.